It's weird because the last thing I read, I had to sing a song from fucking Oklahoma. And now this... Oklahoma sucks! I'm sorry if you're from there and I've offended you. I'm also just sorry if you're from there. Because it sucks. A few years ago, my then girlfriend Emily and I took a road trip to Colorado. We had two options route-wise: the long way through New Mexico or a quicker route through Oklahoma. We chose the latter. We drove all day out of Texas into Oklahoma, the lousiest state in the nation, hoping to get to Kansas by nightfall. That afternoon, my mom called me. She was freaking out because about 30 miles to the west of our route, a tornado had ripped through a small Oklahoma town. And I'm cool. I'm like, well, we'll probably pass by it, but keep me posted. So Emily and I turned the radio to a news station and follow the updates. She's driving, so I'm the map guy. And I try to keep up with what's going on as we forge ahead. First, they say the tornado is drifting eastward into our path. And then they say it's breaking up and unlikely to touch down again. And then, blam! We come round a bend and there's a black wall of clouds straight ahead of us. Cars on the highway are turning around. This is when we start to worry. Can we get past it? Where would we go if we even turned around? Is there a detour we could take? As we got closer and closer to the blackness, I looked at the map and I found a way around it. We could bypass it completely. So we turned off, and it wasn't very long before we saw a sign to the turnpike. We took it, but there was no way back to the interstate. And no exits. A 2-lane freeway with no exits in the middle of nowhere that didn't go anywhere either. It just kind of ended arbitrarily on the map. And we were stuck on it. Headed the wrong damn way. There were no other cars on the road either. It was getting darker. We'd lost reception on the radio. So eventually we were like, fuck it, we gotta turn around. This is a bad idea. But there were still no exits. Finally, there was a place to turn around. And we started heading back. And eventually, we get the radio again. We learn that in the hour or so that we've been on this futile detour, the storm we were trying to get away from has moved and now is directly over the interstate we were trying to get back to. But there are still no exits. So now we're driving right into the tornado. And listening to the radio, looking at the map, thinking we'll probably skirt the edge of it, not see any real trouble. And then it starts hailing. We don't stop, can't stop. And I start eating. I'm nervous. And all we have are oranges. So that's what I'm eating while we're trapped in a hailstorm on a road with no exits, and every overpass we come across is packed with drivers who were smart enough to pull over when it started fucking hailing. But we're stupid. And there's no room for us under any of them, so we barrel on through the hail. And then it stops. All of a sudden, there's nothing. No hail, no wind, no sound. Just a big cloud or something way off. An empty road ahead of us. The interstate isn't far, and the border's only 10 miles past, and then we'll be free of this oaky fucking nightmare. But through the mouthful of orange, I start thinking this cloud maybe isn't so far away and high up as I thought. In fact, it's really fucking close. And as I'm passing orange slices to Emily, it dawns on me that this is the fucking tornado. And we are directly underneath it. And we can't turn around. And it's pointless to stop. And we are screwed. And then wispy tendrils of tornado cloud start reaching down out of the fucking sky toward the car. And there's nothing we can do but drive. And fuck it, eat another orange. So we do. Well, 5 minutes later, we're on the other side of it safe. Emily's knuckles were white from the death grip she had on the steering wheel, but we got through it. The sun was setting, and it was one of the best sunsets I've ever seen. But Oklahoma still sucks.